Guys, welcome to Joe Ciminera Presents. I'm Joe Ciminera. Today we're going to talk about how to make a movie for under $1,000. And yes, this could be a feature film, but I think that many of my colleagues will probably say, why would you release some of the secrets? And, I get asked a question from some of my friends that are professionals in the industry on why I release so much information and I don't get paid for it. I think that filmmakers are definitely going into a real rough time. Not rough time as far as how to make a picture for a low budget or inexpensive production budget, but what do you do with it and how you sell it? The big disappointment with Amazon, which just 2 weeks ago announced their change in rate, is killing filmmakers. I mean, they have spit on every independent filmmaker out there. You go figure, right? The number one company in the world that's making the most money wants to make it extremely difficult for independent film producers who basically launched the site, right? The filmmakers launched Amazon Prime. They got all those people to watch their movies. They brought them to Amazon Prime. And what does Amazon do at some point? They basically give you what used to be 12 cents an hour, and now it's down to 1 cent. So that outlet is extremely, extremely rough to match. So what do you do as an independent filmmaker? Do you cry about it? No, you can't cry about it. So what you have to do is produce the movie for even less money than what you did before. And when you talk about how you do that, you're going to have to outsource some of the work. You're going to have to outsource the poster work, the artwork. You're going to have to outsource the editing. You're going to have to live on sites like Upwork and Odesk and Hire Me and stuff like that. Those are going to be the new sites for you. You're going to love Video Blocks, Video Hives, Pond5, Algrid, all those stock footage sites as well that you can get inexpensive footage. And you're going to learn how to film a camera. You're going to learn how to pick it up, and you're going to learn how to be a cinematographer if you want to stay in this business. There are some rough turns ahead, and I'm not saying be scared of them. I'm saying bite it off with your teeth and really excel into this. If you don't have the distribution, you don't have the accessibility for people to watch your film unless you've done an excellent job of marketing. And I always say, go back to branding yourself, right? Because it's times like these where we say to ourselves, well, look, a big wig in town just screwed over every independent filmmaker in the world. Yeah, but if you didn't need them and you had your own brand and you have a great following for people to watch your movies to begin with, and you made your own Google Play app, you made your own Roku app, you have your own YouTube channel that's doing well, you have so many different outlets, the blow is a lot less striking. But what if you're just this filmmaker who's starting out, wants to get ahead, wants to make a movie and wants to make a career out of it? What do you tell someone like that? Well, the days of studio budgets and those high price tags for making films are absolutely over. I think today filmmakers need to be great business people and as well as talented creative artists. Who would have ever thought that the artist would have to become the business person as well? But it seems like we better get more educated on different ways of selling the movie, which will help us in part make more movies. So I think this is when you're talking about making a film, you will have to try to convince people to get paid on the back end, meaning as the picture does well, those residual incomes would come to them as well. But really the main part of this video is to really how to outsource amazing editing, coloring, sound, and stuff like that. And the way you're going to do that is overseas. They will be paying they'll be charging you 1/10 of what you would pay here in the US. And I'm not recommending that you go somewhere to find work and take it away from the American market. But I don't think you're taking anything away from anyone, because the same cinematographer is now learning how to edit and they are now learning how to distribute, and they are now learning to do stuff that they did not know. Even actors and actresses are popping up out of the woodwork, showing the world that they got more talent than just acting. They're putting together feature films, they're putting together shorts, they're putting together great quality films that I don't know. I'm an independent lover. I sit, late at night, 2 or 3 hours, I'm watching independent films. That's what I like to do. I think there's more creativity in watching an independent film when you know they had a shoestring budget and they got to make the picture look good than some of these 40, 50, or $500 million movies that you know the ending, you know the beginning, you know what special effects going to come, and very seldomly do you get thrown for a loop. So go on those sites that I just mentioned in putting together the movie. And when you're coming and you're creating the budget for your picture, think to yourself, I don't have any money to do this. Maybe you were a filmmaker and a student years back when, and that's exactly what they did. They said, okay, go out and film a movie. This is part of your graduation thesis, is to show us how you can make a picture for $200. You might have to go back to those resources and collaborate with people. I've found that everyone at the end of the day, everyone that's in the industry wants the same thing. They want to survive. They want to get paid. They want to support their families. So if you can find out a way to exchange, barter, and I think it's a real different situation now where you're not paying someone's day rate and the top dollar that they normally would get paid, and that maybe it might be time to trade your talents. Many people might not be able to write a screenplay. They're not writers, and they're not going to pick it up overnight. But you may know a brilliant writer that needs help with editing, and editing might be your forte. So you can sort of network together and try to make something out of it. It is not hard to film a feature movie for $1,000, especially in certain genres which excel with low budgets like horror, etc. I've been filming low budget movies since 2012. And I don't put large budgets on it anymore. It's just not worth it. The payout sucks. So I've learned to make the payout work for me in a very good way. And I thank God for that. I also thank my creative people that have always been behind me. And there's been a lot of turns. COVID-19 is just one roadblock that has been put in front of us. But I've been dodging roadblocks ever since I started in this business. So I laugh when people tell me that an industry is dead, because it is certainly not dead. You just need to be more creative. And if you can't be more creative, then maybe you should pick another profession. But the individuals who want to excel will be the ones to shine. So lights, camera, action, make that movie today. Stop complaining, pick it up, do it. Let's view it.